As we discuss various fittings, we'll be looking at threaded parts, but remember they can also be flanged or welded. A common threaded connection is the union. It has female threads on both ends with a large threaded nut that pulls the two halves together. You'll see these union connections on low pressure systems. This is a common 90-degree elbow connection. These elbows come in many other angles and are used to change the direction of the pipe run. A special type of elbow is called a street L, or street elbow. One end has female threads on it, the other end is fitted with male threads. This connector is designed for use in confined areas. To separate a flow from one common pipeline, a T, Y, or cross-fitting can be used. This pipe cap is used to close off a dead-ended run of pipe. It's threaded over the end of the pipe. A pipe plug can also be used. It threads into the pipe rather than fitting over it like the cap. Still another connector is the nipple. It has male threads on both ends, which are fitted into a line of pipe to connect two female parts. Nipples, like most connectors, are available in many sizes. A coupling serves the same purpose as a nipple, except that it has female threads on both ends that will connect two male parts on a line of pipe. Now, often you will need a connector to attach different sized piping together. A bell-type reducer will do this. There are female threads on either end of this reducer. Another reducer is the bushing, with male threads on one side and female threads on the other side. A special kind of reducer or bushing is called the eccentric or offset. On the eccentric, the small outlet end is not centered as it is in other types of reducers or bushings. It looks like this. As we look at these fittings, we can see markings on them. Well, let's look at a few and talk about what they mean. On the outside of any pipe fitting, you'll find several markings. These are called service markings. They indicate the kind of service conditions the fitting can be used for. This one says 125S. And it means that the fitting can be used at 125 pounds per square inch steam service. On this fitting, there's the number 275 and the letters WOG. It may be used in water, oil, or gas systems up to 275 pounds per square inch of pressure. A steam service fitting, such as the 125S PSI we just saw, may have a higher pressure rating if something other than saturated steam is flowing through the pipe system. For this reason, always check the manufacturer's instructions before using any fitting for service that is not indicated on the markings. Now, so far, we've discussed the importance of inspecting pipe systems carefully and regularly. A dented pipe or a small leak can affect the efficiency of a system, and if not repaired quickly, can cause further damage to the pipe and prolonged repairs. We've talked about how pipe is measured and sized. Finally, we looked at some of the ways that lengths of pipe are fitted together to form a system. We'll read over your text now, and afterwards we'll talk about how piping is laid out